Concrete has long been at the heart of architectural progress, shaping societies and structures with its unmatched versatility. It has stood as both a witness and a contributor to our history. Its journey through the Philippines, Southeast Asia, and the rest of Asia is a testament to human ingenuity and evolving design. This is a brief look at how concrete became a fundamental element of architectural history in the region. The development of concrete structures in the Philippines reflects the country's rich history and diverse cultural influences. Beginning with the pre-colonial stilted nipa huts that utilized local materials, architectural styles evolved through centuries of colonization and modernization. Spanish colonization introduced massive, earthquake-resistant concrete churches and fortifications, followed by the American period's government buildings and commercial structures influenced by classical and eclectic styles, often utilizing concrete for durability. After World War II, modern and international styles shaped the rebuilding of the Philippines. By the late 20th century, architects began reviving Philippine identity, reimagining traditional forms like the Bahay Kubo and Bahay na Bato with concrete and modern techniques. Today, concrete remains a cornerstone of Philippine architecture, balancing contemporary needs with cultural heritage. In Southeast Asia, the use of concrete-like materials traces back to the region's rich architectural history. Iconic sites like Angkor Wat in Cambodia and Borobudur in Indonesia show how early builders combined stone with natural binders like lime for strength and precision. To create structures that could endure tropical climates, architects relied on innovation with local materials. Colonial influences later introduced reinforced concrete, transforming urban construction with modern bridges, public buildings, and more. By the mid-20th century, Southeast Asian architects began blending modern concrete techniques with traditional designs, creating resilient structures that honored their cultural heritage. Across Asia, early forms of concrete appeared in monumental structures symbolizing power and ingenuity. In China, the Great Wall used stamped earth and lime mortar, while India's massive stupas combined stone and early cement for stability. In South Asia, modern concrete merged with traditional designs in iconic projects like India's Lotus Temple, blending history with innovation. The 20th century saw concrete become more accessible through industrial advancements and colonial influence. Modern architectural techniques introduced by European powers brought reinforced concrete, which allowed for larger, more complex structures like government buildings, schools, and infrastructure projects. Local architects in the region then integrated concrete with traditional designs, creating a unique architectural identity that blends heritage with contemporary functionality.
To explore further the unique aspects of architectural design in concrete structures, a series of case studies across the Philippines, Southeast Asia, and other Asian countries will be examined. The first case study from the Philippines is the Cultural Center Complex. Named as Asia's Mecca of the Arts, the Cultural Center of the Philippines is a government-owned cultural institution located on Epifanio de los Santos Avenue or EDSA in Ermita, Manila. It has been classified as one of the top 10 significant buildings in the country under the Cultural Heritage Act of 1995. Built as the Cultural Center of the Philippines in 1966, the building is a brutalist structure that was built by Filipino architect Leandro V. Locsin. The design of the building was originally meant to be a cylindrical steel and glass structure, but it later evolved into a four-side concrete block with a roof that is supported by two pillars at its center. The CCP building is beautiful, stylish, and modern, and dominated by a two-story travertine block suspended 12 meters high by deep concave cantilevers on three sides. The building was built in the brutalist architecture for the time: thick concrete walls, large windows, and plain facades. It was born from the push to modernize, transform, and beautify Manila under the Philippine government's New Society movement. This building is a cultural icon in Manila and is the quintessential physical manifestation of Philippine architecture and has defined its cultural significance in the Philippines and in the world for over 50 years now.
Moving forward, the second case study in Southeast Asia is the Siri apartment in Bangkok, Thailand. The Siri apartment, formerly known as Kamsen Cent apartment, is constructed in 1970s and is one of the prominent works of Dan Wang Prasad. The residential building is easily distinguished by its unique form and character within the urban setting. Its utilization of cylindrical form, raw concrete material, and use emphasize functionality, honesty, and social purpose, exemplifying a brutalist architectural style. The 12 cylindrical structures serve distinct functions as the building service cores, including elevators, stairs, and other housing spaces. The focus on functionality is also reinforced by the building's lack of ornamentation. Aside from its brutalist leanings, the building is also influenced by modern architectural style as it separates the service from main areas, similar to the design principles of Louis Kahn. The raw and exposed exterior concrete wall also allows people to focus their attention on the building form and other elements, highlighting the honesty characteristics of the structure. Additionally, although the structure is not a social housing, it highlights its social purpose through the integration of communal and open areas, allowing residents to commune and foster interaction. Other architectural elements are heavily influenced by the tropical climate of Thailand, with an open layout, operable and louver windows, and dome skylight, allowing natural ventilation and lighting to enter the building. As mentioned, the structure utilizes concrete as the primary building material. The exposed concrete serves as both the aesthetic and structural feature of the building, featured in various structural elements including the columns, beams, and slabs. Although significant details about its cultural and historical significance are limited, its architectural design contributes to the architectural development of Thailand and Bangkok's urban setting. As a brutalist architecture, it contrasts sharply with Thailand's traditional architecture, which favors ornamentation, decorative details, and wood as a material. It also stands as one of the most significant and distinctive landmarks in Bangkok, being one of the notable brutalist elements of the city's urban center. Overall, the Siri apartment symbolizes the city's embrace of evolving trends in architecture while integrating the culture and local context of the place.
Moving on to the third case study, the Lotus Temple in Delhi, India merges modern aesthetics with spiritual significance. It is a house of worship known for its flower-like shape and symbolizing peace and unity among different faiths. It is constructed from reinforced concrete and clad in white marble, giving it a luminous appearance. The design consists of 27 freestanding petals made of concrete arranged in 3 groups of 9 to form the lotus flower shape, a significant symbol in Indian culture. Designed by Farber Saba, the temple's architecture reflects a blend of modernist principles and traditional Indian motifs. Using concrete on large open spaces within the temple enabled the structure to accommodate thousands of visitors while maintaining structural integrity. Its construction techniques include a specialized use of M30 grade white concrete to prevent creasing and shrinkage cracks. The formwork and concreting process involved complex techniques such as gunneting and careful placement of reinforcement bars to avoid rust staining on the white concrete surface. The temple is also designed for energy efficiency using daylight for its interiors. Its gardens and water features promote meditation and reflection. The Lotus Temple is a testament to the Baha'i faith's emphasis on inclusivity and unity among religions. It attracts millions of visitors annually, regardless of their religious backgrounds. The architectural form is also a space for public gatherings and community events. The structure of the Lotus Temple exemplifies how concrete can be used to create functional spaces that encourage people to communicate beyond religious differences, highlighting the cultural significance of Indian religion.
Concrete stands as one of the most transformative materials in construction, enabling the creation of outstanding architectural works and recognized as an indispensable fabric in both historical and contemporary masterpieces due to its unique properties. Its durability is embodied by exceptional longevity with high compressive strength, fire resistance, defiance of weathering and corrosion, standing over the test of time, like how most historical and cultural structures stayed firm for decades. Contemporarily, it is seen as a solution to improve the structural conditions of old structures through adaptive reuse and retrofits, serving as both protective shield and framework, and in the form of hollow blocks. In terms of adaptability, it is the most flexible as it can be molded into diverse forms and scales, allowing builders to be creative even in complex geometries and site conditions, amplified in different applications like buildings, bridges, roads, and monuments. Another element is that it offers an immense freedom in achieving both minimalist and intricate design, reflecting its artistic versatility. It can be incredibly expressive once utilized with various techniques through formworks, surface treatments, and aggregates, adding depth to the design language and proving that it can be used to create scenes and movements, provoking emotions and sentiments, crucial in creating historical and cultural masterpieces. Overall, concrete as a material is a unique blend of durability, adaptability, and artistic versatility, momentous in shaping the built environment and preserving architectural and cultural heritage not just in the Philippines.
Concrete has played a large role in the architecture of Asian countries, especially during the post-war period in the 1950s. Brutalist architecture emerged as a reaction against decorative styles of earlier modernism towards a more functional intent. The term brutalism was derived from the French term brut, meaning bare concrete, emphasizing quality and authenticity and materiality. Its character stems from the abundance of low-cost and durable materials made available during the post-war reconstruction. Many Asians experienced rapid urban growth and industrialization after the Second World War. The development of local cement industries further increased the accessibility and affordability of concrete, making it a practical choice for construction projects. In relevance, concrete was used to create structures that reflect national identity and heritage. Architectural styles using concrete also reflect societal aspirations. For instance, large public buildings representing government authority or flexible designs that exhibit hospitality. The use of concrete in practical contexts, using spatial perceptions, aligns with cultural narratives relating to progress and modernity. In the Philippines, concrete structures serve as communal spaces. The resilience of the materials symbolize stability, perceived as safe places from the harsh weather. Similarly, in the rest of Asia, concrete helped in developing sustainability by minimizing carbon footprint. Its thermal mass and properties allowed buildings to maintain stable indoor temperatures, reducing energy consumption. Generally, concrete's role in cultures and environments of Asian countries addresses challenges related to structural adaptability to different climates and societal settings.
To further understand the use of concrete in Asia, we will now present a comparative analysis of the 3 case studies focusing on their design philosophy, structural innovation, and material appreciation of concrete. For the design philosophy, the Cultural Center Complex embodies cultural expression and modernity by integrating traditional Filipino elements like Borromean columns with brutalist features, symbolizing the nation's identity and love for the arts. The Siri apartment prioritizes functionality and climate-responsive design using open layouts, natural ventilation, and practical spaces suited for Thailand's tropical conditions. The Lotus Temple emphasizes spiritual inclusivity and universal symbolism with its lotus-inspired form, reflecting harmony and unity across cultures and religions. For the structural innovation, the Cultural Center Complex highlights functionality and structural practicality through its cantilever design, creating large open spaces and bold architectural forms. Similarly, the Siri apartment achieves practicality by using cylindrical service cores to separate functions, optimizing space while maintaining simplicity. In contrast, the Lotus Temple showcases concrete as a sculptural and symbolic material, using innovative techniques to craft its intricate lotus-shaped petals with precision and elegance. For the material appreciation, in the Cultural Center Complex, concrete contributes to brutalist aesthetics and functionality, blending strength with cultural expression. The Siri apartment similarly uses raw, exposed concrete to align with brutalist principles, emphasizing honesty and adaptability. The Lotus Temple elevates concrete to a symbolic level, embodying purity and spirituality through its luminous white petals, while maintaining structural strength and artistic impact. Each structure highlights the versatility of concrete, showcasing its role not just as a structural element, but as a cultural, climatic, and symbolic material that defines architectural excellence in Asia.
Moreover, architects and engineers of the modern era are continuing to push the boundaries of innovating construction materials, including the usage of concrete, where they usually blend it with traditional techniques. Some of the cutting-edge automations for this material include the high-performance concrete that uses advanced admixtures and aggregates like superplasticizers and accelerators to achieve its superior strength while minimizing environmental impact. Then the self-consolidating concrete improves workability as it can flow easily into complex shapes and congested reinforcements, best for confined spaces or around existing structures, crucial in minimizing disruption to heritage sites and improving construction efficiency. Another one is the 3D printing with concrete that allows a precise and accurate delivery of intricate designs, enabling unique, lightweight, and efficient structures fit for different contexts. Moreover, the life cycle assessment is now being incorporated by professionals in the design process to assess the impact of concrete on the environment, from raw material extraction up to recycling, helping in identifying areas for improvement and optimize the sustainability of concrete structures. In terms of more heritage-sensitive design, where reversible restoration is the most patronized in the conservation guidelines, common innovations include reinforcing existing structures, strengthening them through techniques like column jacketing, injection grouting, and others. Overall, the continuing innovation of concrete in construction is a commitment to responsible and sustainable use of versatile building materials in modern architecture and engineering, especially for sustainable and heritage-sensitive designs.
In conclusion, concrete has been a transformative building material enabling history to blend with contemporary. Its adaptability, versatility, and resilience have shaped our built environment throughout various periods not only in the Philippines but also in diverse parts of Asia and the world. As exemplified in the case studies, Concrete as a material has been an instrument in rendering structures that are functional, durable, aesthetically pleasing, and responsive to various environmental and cultural contexts. Modern innovations in concrete have pushed its boundaries, ensuring its continued relevance and adaptability for sustainable and heritage-sensitive designs. By integrating innovation with cultural and environmental context, concrete remains a cornerstone of architecture and construction, enabling societies to build structures that endure both physically and symbolically.